Have you been thinking about switching your dog to fresh dog food, but you can't decide between the farmer's dog and Nom Nom? In this video, I'm going to taste test both the beef and chicken recipes from Nom Nom and the farmer's dog. I'm also going to test it on my Alaskan Klee Kai, one of whom is very fussy, Skye, and the other is a bit more food motivated, Copper. And you'll get an idea based upon my taste test and my Klee Kai's taste test, which of these two dog foods could be best for you and which one we recommend as a whole. Now, if you do click any of the links in this video or in the description below, we may make a small commission. I have not been paid by Nom Nom or the farmer's dog to make this video. This is an independent video and I care about helping other dog owners or picky eaters to find the best dog food for their pups, seeing as we have gone through 7 years of trying to find the best food for Skye and Copper, and something that will really satisfy my picky eater, Skye. So I'm going to start with the chicken recipes from Nom Nom and the farmer's dog before I move on to the beef recipes. So I'm going to start with the farmer's dog. As you can see, that's this one here. To the naked eye, it looks more like dog food. I can see little pieces of potato and I can see some green herbs in here. Give it a taste and see, does it actually taste like a chicken? Let's see if it does taste like a chicken recipe. Can definitely taste the chicken, but and I can taste some herbs in there, and I can also get some vegetables in there, but I wouldn't say, to me, the flavor isn't overly strong, but I would know it's a chicken recipe. But it perhaps isn't as flavorsome as I might have expected. It does look like more traditional fresh dog food that I've tried, where you can see that there are human grade ingredients, but they're more ground up than in whole chunks. So let's try the Nom Nom and see how that compares. I'll get a new spoon for no contamination. As you can see already, this looks much more like what you might find on a human plate in terms of a stew or in terms of some kind of chicken dish with carrots. I can see some potatoes in here. I can see carrots. So let's have a taste and see what it tastes like. To my mind, this tastes a lot more like what I actually might eat in terms of you could have it in some kind of chicken dish. The chicken tastes like proper chicken, it's like chicken chunks. You've got the carrots and there's definitely a lot more flavor. I would have to say, based on human preferences, if I was to eat either of these two dog food brands, I'd be eating Nom Nom. It has more flavor, which has surprised me a little bit because I do think that overall the farmer's dog is a better dog food delivery company based upon my experiences. When it comes to this chicken recipe, I'd definitely be going for Nom Nom. But of course, my verdict isn't as important as my dog, so let's see which one my dogs pick. I've got Copper here, so I'm gonna put this down on the right side. Wait, Copper, this is the farmer's dog. And I'm gonna put the Nom Nom here. And we're gonna see which one Copper goes for first. Right, Copper? You ready to go? You been a good boy? Okay, go get your din-dins. And he's gone for the farmer's dog, interestingly. So, I'm a little surprised because I thought he might have gone for Nom Nom, seeing it has those real food chunks in there. As you can see, Copper's a really fast eater, so he's already scoffing this down and almost choking himself as he does it. But he's not even taken a look at the Nom Nom chicken recipe yet, so I would say that's a pretty clear definitive win. I would say that's a pretty clear win for the farmer's dog when it comes to Copper. So now that we know Copper picks the farmer's dog, let's try Skye. Go get your din-dins, good girl. Skye, go get your din-dins, good girl. So Skye is going for Nom Nom. Good girl, go get it. But she's now switched to the farmer's dog, which again has surprised me. So we saw that she went for Nom Nom first, but she is now munching down on the farmer's dog and finishing off the farmer's dog. So Both of my Klee Kai have gone for the farmer's dog when it comes to their chicken recipe, which I'm surprised, like I said, because I thought that the chicken recipe, Nom Nom's chicken recipe to me had the best flavor and tasted the best, but as you can see, with Klee Kai, a picky Klee Kai and a more food motivated Klee Kai, it's 2-0 to the farmer's dog so far. So now that we've seen that Skye and Copper prefer the chicken recipe with the farmer's dog, let's test out the beef recipes. Okay, next up we're gonna do the beef. I've got Nom Nom beef here, beef mash, and I've got the farmer's dog beef recipe here. So let's open these bad boys up and we're gonna test them out on myself, and then we're gonna test it out on Skye. So, and of course Copper. Lots of colors here again. I can see potatoes and carrots and even some peas. So this is the Nom Nom one here. As you can see, it's got a lot of color. Looks like beef mince to me, to the naked eye, and then you can see the carrots, you can see some green, and you can definitely see potatoes. Now let's do the beef recipe for the farmer's dog. Nom Nom's food definitely looks like more whole chunks of food, but if we do a little close-up, if I do a close-up of the farmer's dog, you can still see there's carrots in there. I'm guessing that's beef mince. There's also other ingredients that do come through. I can see some green. So it's a darker color, but there's still some other colors that come in. So it still, to me, it still looks like human grade dog food. But of course, let's get to our taste test. So this time I'm gonna show you Nom Nom. Here's Nom Nom's food again. As you can see, it does look like human grade dog food. You can see there's carrots, there's peas, there's potatoes, and there's beef mince. So let me try it and I'll tell you. Overall, I would say there's good flavor. I would say that it tastes a bit like a shepherd's pie or a cottage pie. As someone that grew up in Ireland and the UK, that's obviously a common dish, which is basically beef mince with vegetables and then a potato topping. So it kind of has that taste to it. I would say that the beef mince is a little dry, but otherwise it has pretty good flavor. So quite impressed with that beef recipe by Nom Nom. Now let's look at the farmer's dog. As you can see, it's a much darker color, but there is still colors from the vegetables that are inside. Let's have a look at what it tastes like. So I'm gonna have a little mouthful here. This has pretty good flavor. Again, to me, it tastes like a bit like a shepherd's pie or a cottage pie, just a bit more mushy. The beef certainly comes through and I can get some vegetables. Having said that, I would say there was definitely more flavor in the Nom Nom beef recipe. So I would say that Nom Nom's recipes to me seem to have more flavor and taste a little bit better. But of course, you're not here to hear my review. You probably want to see what Skye and Copper think of it. So let's see what Skye and Copper think of the beef recipes from Nom Nom and the farmer's dog. We're gonna go for Skye first this time. So are you ready, Skye? Okay, we have Skye here and she's gonna taste Nom Nom beef and the farmer's dog beef. I'm gonna put Nom Nom beef right here and the farmer's dog beef here. Let me make sure they're both in shot. Okay, Skye, go get your dinner. Go get it, cook up. Go get it, cook up. Skye, go get your din-dins. She's thinking about it. No, she's had a sniff of Nom Nom. Good girl, go get it. Good girl. Come on, Skye, go get it, cook up. Go get your din-dins. And you can see again, she went for the Nom Nom both times first, but she's now eating the farmer's dog beef recipe. So very interesting. Both times Skye seemed to be initially attracted to the Nom Nom. I'm guessing by the smell or the flavor, but both times she's ended up eating the farmer's dog. So as I mentioned, Skye is a super picky, fussy dog. We've had lots of issues with her eating habits over the years, and she does enjoy fresh dog food the most of all the different pet food. She did enjoy fresh dog food the most of all the pet food formats that we tried in the UK. Since we've come back to the USA, we are now feeding a raw dog food and an air-dried dog food, but I'm just feeding her Nom Nom and the farmer's dog today as a taste test to show you guys how your picky eater might fare with their dog food. And as you can see, my picky eater has gone for the farmer's dog both times. So that's 3-0 to the farmer's dog in terms of my Klee Kai testing. In terms of my Klee Kai test. So if you do have a fussy eater, I would recommend giving the farmer's dog a go. But of course we still have Copper to come here, so let's see which one he picks. Okay, so now we have my food motivated Klee Kai, Copper, and he's gone for the Nom Nom beef this time. So that was the one that he was more tempted towards. As you can see, he's munching down on Nom Nom pretty contently right now. So we did have one success with Nom Nom. Copper, who is not my picky eater, he's more of a food motivated dog, so he's definitely probably going to go on to the farmer's dog here now. Yep, as I suspected, he'll eat both. So, as you can see, if you have a less fussy dog, then Nom Nom and the farmer's dog are probably good options for you. Overall, comparing Nom Nom and the farmer's dog, you can check out my review in this video. I have a link if you would like to see my Nom Nom, the farmer's dog, with dedicated review. But overall, I do prefer the farmer's dog when it comes to fresh dog food delivery, and I have found them to be the best fresh dog food delivery company in the US of all the ones that I've tried and reviewed with Skye and Copper since I've been back. So there we have it. We saw my picky eaters, Skye and Copper, who's coming over here now. They both preferred the farmer's dog chicken recipe, and that's that one here. And Skye preferred the beef recipe, which is this one here, although Copper did go for the Nom Nom beef recipe before guzzling down the farmer's dog beef recipe. So based upon our review here, although Nom Nom tasted better to me and I preferred their human grade dog food, when it came to my actual dogs, it was a 3-1 win for the farmer's dog, and the farmer's dog was the winner here. Now, although I did prefer the flavor of Nom Nom, I do have to say, having used both dog food companies, if I was to go for a fresh dog food company for Skye or Copper, I would pick the farmer's dog based upon their overall service. I like the fact that they pre-portion their meals. All their meals have pre-portion guidelines, which you can see here. And they actually individually label their meals too. So you can see Skye's meal here is labeled Skye and Copper's is labeled Copper. Whereas the Nom Nom didn't individually label my dog's food. So I wasn't sure whose food was who, and I was unsure how it worked in terms of reaching their overall weight goals. When it comes to price too, the farmer's dog is cheaper than Nom Nom. So if you're looking to make a saving, then the farmer's dog is the cheaper one. And I think it represents the best pound for pound fresh dog food delivery company in the US. Although in the spirit of transparency, if you do follow our channel, you'll know that we actually feed a raw dog food brand and an air-dried dog food brand at the current time. If you'd like to give the farmer's dog a go, you can save 50% on your first order of the farmer's dog. You can find that discount in the description below or in this video here. Alternatively, we also have a discount from Nom Nom if you would like to give Nom Nom a try. You can also watch my dedicated reviews of the farmer's dog and the Nom Nom elsewhere on our channel, and I'll put links to those in the description and also in this video. But that's all for me for now. As I mentioned, the farmer's dog was the winner in this particular taste test video, but I'll be back soon and I'll see you in the next video.